Hello, guys, and welcome back to once again another live stream here on the VB Thomas platform. Today, we will be racing with the Formula Racing League, the Phoenix Racing League, as it is, of course, Wednesdays. I've got some problems. I will sort them out right now, as I'm not too sure what Wi-Fi I'm on, and it depends on what Wi-Fi I'm on. All right, so it should be all right now. We will go in this very quickly as we will have a race almost immediately after the qualifying, but the qualifying is already happening, so we'll need to make sure that we will be on time to catch the last couple of bits there. So the last race we saw was last week in Abu Dhabi. We saw League Rec win Abu Dhabi. Hey, this is wrong. It was Azerbaijan. No way. Oh no, guys. Okay, my apologies. This is wrong. It was in Azerbaijan. We saw League Rec win, DRL Naismith in P2 and DRL Mike in P3. Azerbaijan was quite of a chaotic race, also with a race restart due to the lobby being glitched. So doesn't really matter. That race is passed. It is going to be Abu Dhabi today, as you can see on screen already, which is quite of a bit of a sneak peek in what race we will be racing. So today we will be racing on the Yas Marina circuit, and I know something else that's going to be wrong. The bottom there, it says today we are racing on the Yas Marina circuit. It's going to say today we are racing on the Baku City circuit in the next slide. So don't look at that, please. It is quite of embarrassing. I needed to hurry. I just came from school, ate, had to come in the comms workers already. So the country is going to be United Arab Emirates, also known as the UAE. Population of 10 million, and the first Grand Prix being in 2009. Since then, Lewis Hamilton has won the most Grand Prix. He has won 5 in total. The quality record is going to be a 122.1 as the track recently got changed. And then we have a lap record of a 126.1. So let's go straight over to the track layout as we will be having 29 laps here today. It is going to be a short qualifying with a 50% race afterwards. Best overtaking opportunities to happen in turn 1, turn 5, turn 9, and sector 2 straights. There are actually 2 straights, so 2 straight. More overtaking opportunities as you will have DRS in both. Circuit length is going to be around 5.2 kilometers, and the race distance will be around 153 kilometers in total. The strategy is going to be a little bit dangerous to, well, not really dangerous. It's going to be a little bit different than some other strategies. Usually I suggest a 2-stopper. That's not going to be happening today as the tire degradation is not that high. Well, the crash opportunity is a little bit higher, but I think there's going to be a very early safety car. So let's say you go from the softs, well, you go onto the softs at the beginning of the race. You will get, first and foremost, the most positions out of it at the beginning of the race, of course. And you will be able to come into the pits quite early as you, well, the softs, you have to come into the pits first. And then you can just end your race on the hard tires. You will have jumped a couple of guys. So win-win situation. Medium hard could possibly be a possibility too. Then hard softs, hard mediums. As usual, tire overheating probability is around 50% from the max. So it is not, it's not that high, but the softs are quite dangerous at the beginning of the race, especially in sector 1 where you've got that long left right hander. So you'll definitely need to watch out there as we will be going on to the standings pretty soon here. Well, actually right now, as we've got RC in P1, Apentrots in P2, and DRL Naismith in P3. It doesn't seem like Tutski is going to be in the server today, unfortunately. Neither is RC. So we will be having Apentrots battling for the race win here, as I think the winner will get 35 points, 40 points. I think it's 40. It is 30. Is it 40 or 30? I'm not too sure. It could be, I don't know. Oh, yeah, it's going to be 40 or 40, 50. The winner gets 50 points. Yeah, my apologies. So the winner gets 50 points. So Apatros could come really close here if he gets the fastest lap too. And I think that's going to be it. Or is it going to be 30? Oh, I think it's 30 because yeah, it is going to be 30 because the sprint race is also full points. Yeah, it's going to be 30. All right. So, I mean, Apatrots could get a little bit closer to RC here in the standings. So we will see later on the season if that's going to be happening. Let's go on to the predictions real quick. Qualifying is going to be for Lee Craig, in my opinion. And the race is going to be DRL Naismith in P1, Alpentrots in P2, and then we will have someone new. Maybe DRL, nah. Ooh, let's go with, who's fast here? Kiwi is pretty fast here. Let's go with Kiwi P3. Yeah. All right, so DRL Naismith P1, Alpentrots P2, and Kiwi in P3. I think there's going to be the biggest winner, of course, Kiwi. No, not Kiwi. I think Naismith. He's going to... let's go with Sharkman. Yeah. Sharkman, biggest winner, biggest loser is going to be either DRL Mike or DRL Naismith. One of the two. Doesn't really matter. I think there's going to be 2 safety cars, as that will be my prediction for this race. So let's go straight on to the qualifying, as the guys are already racing here, trying to get the best quality laps on the table. As hopefully next week I will be having my new overlay, and I hope you guys will like it. It is a little bit different from what I'm usually like this, you know, the little black thing with the colors. It is going to be a little bit different from that one, as I really want to express a broadcast feeling. I'm gonna show, no, I'm not gonna show you guys because I don't have the result yet, but I can try and explain it already a little bit how I want to do it. So basically I want to have not the full screen that is going to be the racing. For example, it is going to be 9/10 that is going to be racing. It's going to be in a rectangle, or like a rectangle with corners and stuff. And then I want to have either on the left side or the right side the standings, so you guys will be able to see the standings. And then at the bottom, I would like to have a little bit of like the sponsors and all that stuff, because I will be getting sponsors in the future, hopefully. I've got some contacts with Razer at the moment, so every watcher is going to be getting a little bit of a Razer sponsorship. Well, it is going to be a promotion code, hopefully. I think I already had Razer as a sponsor at one point in my life. But I needed to end it because I wasn't streaming anymore. And it used to be in the Divergent Racing League. Wait, hold up. I've got something. Oh, can you see it? Wait, it's this side. I've got my own merch. Cool, right? But yeah, that was a long time ago, as that won't be viable. No, not reliable. I mean, I don't really know the word. Doesn't really matter. So yeah, I mean, it was a long time ago, but I had the Razer sponsor there, and not really much people made use of it. So it doesn't really matter. I hope you guys will. As it is going to be Apentrot's not on a lap because he just finished one. I think League Rec is on a lap. He's not improving, unfortunately. Only 500 slower, as he's coming around to 2 last corners here to hopefully improve his lap. I think it is. It is going to be 0.2 of an improvement with a 133.9, and that will place him in P3. So not too bad of a lap by the Red Bull driver, as I think a lot of guys are still on a lap here, including Basin 10. He is into the 3rd sector right now, but I don't think he is up for a fast lap, as he is not pushing it through the corners there. Divine is also in a lap. He is improving by 0.2, going into the long left-hander here. Hopefully he can get a good exit, because that's really necessary here throughout that corner, going into sector 3. Hard braking zone to the right, to the left, and then you have a little bit, not really full throttle, but it is like, if you can nail that corner quite well, you're gonna carry a lot of speed through out there. And taking a lot of curve down the inside there. Try to get a good exit, as you've got that little bit of a, how is it called? Like, you've got a little bit of a bump. Not really a bump, but it's like in the circuit, like going into the circuit. A banked corner a little bit. And if you take that banker a little bit, then you will be able to have more speed throughout the corner. Divine, who puts himself in P8. well, almost a minute ago already, but doesn't really matter. FRFC, I think he's one of the new guys. I mean, I haven't seen him race. Although, did we see him last week? 19.8. That's quite of an old buddy here. I find it very unfortunate that this corner got changed. I was actually too bad in the F121 game. Throughout that corner, I was so bad. I used to lose a lot of speed there, but it was really a good corner to overtake. But also this one, I mean, the more you have the better exit there, the better it's going to be. Points are first 30, second 25, third 22, fourth 20. Then 1 point. All right. Thank you very much. Well, I wasn't sure. I was reading 60 and like 50 and all that stuff, but I forgot I cut the half of the standings there. So that's where my confusion came from. And then of course the 60 points is because of the sprint is going to be not double points, but it's going to be the same points as an actual race. So that's where the 60 came from. Makes quite sense. Welcome Chartman, by the way, in the stream. I hope you are going to be liking the new overlay too. I really not something original because I saw it in another stream, but I basically paid a graphic designer to make it for me. Right now he's busy with my logo, as I hope that's going to be turning out well, because it is looking like me, but it kind of has Jesus vibes. I don't know. Wait, I'm gonna show you guys already, and I will be all right. So I'm gonna show it from a far distance. So wait, can I show it at some point? I think I can. How many more minutes is there though? We don't want to miss anything. There's the yellow flag right now, as that is gonna be a Ferrari. Let's have a quick look with who is that actually? FR? No, it is Daryl Naismith. He comes into the pits. Oh, he is not improving, so we can show it real quick. All right, I don't know if you can see it actually. Look how cool. That's cool, right? Yeah, I know, but yeah, it is still being created and all that stuff. So hopefully it will look good, as you will be able to see my Jesus face coming into the screen every time I'm changing screens. But it is what it is. It is what it is. And yeah, then the layover, I hope, you know, the layover, it has to be good. At some point, it has to be good. And I mean, I'm not going to be paying for something that doesn't look good, right? So I need to find it enjoyable to watch too. And the problem I have with that other league that's doing it, it is a bit of a colorful mess. And I don't know how to change that, but I think I'm going to be making my own standings for each league. Like the top 5 or the top 10 in the actual standings and the top 10 in the constructors. And I think I'm going to be making some sort of standings especially for the stream, because I think that's going to be looking way better. Hopefully. So, I mean, the league can always use my standings there. I mean, it won't have much since it's only the top 10. Ooh, Alagi puts himself in P7, 4/10 of an improvement. Not too bad, as I think he beat 2 drivers, because Define was in P8 earlier, and Alagi game just past him. We've got Appentrots in the lap right now. Is he gonna capture P1? That is gonna be the question for the qualifying here today. Hopefully he is though, as he's gonna start his fast lap in a couple of seconds. He comes past the finish line right now. He still has 2 minutes to work with, so even if he crashes out, it doesn't really matter, you know. Just a good exit coming out of turn. What turn is that? Turn 3. And you'll have a good race. Fastest first sector. That is already looking great. Going down the main straight, he will have a little bit of slipstream there by his teammate. Who is his teammate? DRL C. Okay, I'm just gonna call him 14. I don't care. 14, perfect. Gives a little bit of a toe to Apentros here. Apentros coming out of this little chicane there. I wouldn't call it a chicane. It is quite a big chicane. He doesn't catch a lot of slipstream from his teammate there, as his teammate is still on an outlap. And I don't think he can consider Apentros as his teammate here for some reason. I don't know. He's new to the league though, 14. Olegi already retired from the session. His teammate is giving him a little bit of dirty air here. This might be a little bit of a frustration point for the Haas driver here. Coming around the last corner. This was the bankered corner I was talking about. A 123.5, 900ths of an improvement. And that will put him in P1 here. Just past DRL Naismith. Ooh, it seems like there has been an AlphaTauri into the wall there. DRL 14 is on the lap right now, not improving in the first sector. Takes a lot of curb down the inside. That's not how I should take that corner there. Coming down the main straight here, sector 2, as I said, there is going to be 2 straight line corners. Well, straight line corners, what am I saying? Straight line straights. This is the second one. This is not really a straight line though. There are some corners in that straight, but it's still considered as a straight. Down the long left-hander here. A lot of throttle. Well, a lot of pressure on the throttle, of course. Carry a lot of speed throughout this corner here. Hard braking zone. Into the technical sector. Ooh, that was looking like a great line there. Ah, he invalidates, unfortunately. Still want to have a look what time he would be able to put on. Oh, he's coming into the pits. Alright, makes sense. Well, I wanted to look what time he was going to be able to put here. Ooh, DRL Mike, not improving. Maybe here in sector 3 he can get a couple of tenths of his time. Bankered corner here, down the main straight, 123.5, as that is really close to Apentros' time. He got a lot of speed throughout that last sector, well, the last section of the sector 3, to claim P1 here, and he's gonna start from the front position of the race. Not too bad for the Alfa Romeo driver himself. AJ, the driver, who was already invalidated this lap here, so he won't be able to put another lap on the table. He's gonna come into the pits, and it's gonna be qualifying over. DRL Mike in P1, Apentros in P2, and DRL Naismith in P3. Lee Craig is gonna capture P4, and to finish off the top 5, it is gonna be DRL 14. Further, we have Kiwi, Chartman, Olegi, Basin, Divine, FRFC, AJ the driver, and Joby in last. Let's see what the actual race is going to bring, as we will be back in a couple of minutes. Of course, I need to show the standings first, because otherwise, I mean, the league owner needs it, so we will deliver it for the league owner. So this is going to be your standings. I already talked a little bit through them. Ooh, FRFC was actually on the mediums. Quite interesting there. That is quite good. He's not too far from the rest though. He's around 2 seconds slower than DRL Mike. On the mediums. He would have been around lap 7, I think, if he was on the softs. Just 8 tenths faster. Could be a possibility. Yep. Are we gonna talk a little bit more about the strategy? Yeah, why not? You know, the race hasn't started yet. It is gonna be... I mean, here's the thing. I would even go for a soft hard strategy, but you need to be able to drive with the softs, because otherwise, I mean, it is going to be a bad race for you. Let me tell you that. So either you can start on the mediums, hards, or soft. It would give you a different outcome depending on what safety car situation there is going to be. But it also depends on whether you're able to drive on these tires, because I know a lot of guys are not able to start the race on softs just with a heavy car. You know, you would be spinning all over the place, all that stuff. It doesn't appear like it's like it's dark here in Abu Dhabi. Pretty interesting. As it's usually a night race. Oh no, they finish at sun. Wait, sun sun. It's not sunrise. It is not sunfall either. That sounds very stupid. Yeah, I mean, doesn't really matter. Um, medium hard, just a normal safety car situation, you know, around lap 13, lap 14. That would be good. Or no, maybe even lap 12. Because otherwise, a lot of guys have already come into the pits. Yeah. And then sunset or sundown. Oh, it is actually sundown? That doesn't really sound logical. Well, doesn't really matter. Soft hards whenever there's an early safety car, and then hard softs just to have the faster tire at the end of the race. Even if the guys went from hard to mediums, you are going to be faster than them. So hopefully you're going to be able to get a couple of positions. And let's get straight into the actual race. It is the formation lap to begin with. Let's have a quick look what tires everyone is on. Oh no, this is going to be... I mean, I love to see different tire strategies because, you know, it might bring a different scenario. But right now I'm only seeing one driver, Divine. He is on the hards. So either he thinks there is going to be a late safety car, or he just wanted to go for a different strategy as everyone else is on mediums. But I mean, in Abu Dhabi, that could give some great battles. Because Abu Dhabi is a good track to battle on, in my opinion. You can keep it really close with each other. Just stick within that DRS and you will be able to overtake. Definitely here in Sector 2 though. Good overtaking opportunity. Going into turn 9, you have that long left-hander where DRL Mike is going to be driving in right now. I mean, the thing is, here, you need a good exit coming out of that corner to go into turn 10, 11, and 12. And if you have the inside line here, turn 12, you're going to be able to dive bomb and maybe get the overtake work, because Sector 3 is definitely a hard sector to make an overtake in. I think it has to happen either at the beginning of Sector 3, the end of Sector 1, or the end or during Sector 2. So it is going to be a really big section, but at the other section it's not going to be a lot of overtakes. Maybe in turn 1 though. But I mean, throughout Sector 1 you only have one good overtaking opportunity, and that is, I mean, turn 1 of course, but that is also turn 3. That little heartbreaking left-hander there. The U-turn, I mean, it is hair clip, doesn't really matter. So all the drivers are gonna put themselves on the grid right now. We're here in season 6, round 10 of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. All the drivers are gonna be driving when the lights go out. It is the Phoenix Racing League Division 1. The lights are not going on, they are going on right now. It's lights out. And away we go here in Abu Dhabi. Who has a great start? It doesn't appear like anyone has a great start. DRL Mike has a big lead towards the other guys. There is no carnage in turn 1. That's always great to see, as the Red Bull driver got a little bit pushed off there. Apatrots in P2. DRL 14 in P3. Kiwi in P4. Did I say 13? I meant 3. DRL Naismith has been pushed back all the way to P5. Then we got Olagi in P6. And then AJ the driver in P7, Basin in P8. And then it seems like the Red Bull driver has a little bit of problems to keep the guys behind him. FRFC in P12. There's already a little bit of overtaking going on here. P3 and P4 are battling with each other. Hopefully DRL Naismith down the inside, as the guys are having a three-way battle here in Sector 1. DRL Naismith is getting pushed out there, as Kiwi is going to capture P4 here. DRL 14 is going into... There is a yellow flag though. I think he had to give the position back. Kiwi is going to capture P3 here. Ooh, he has left the session though. Not too sure why. DRL Naismith and Appentrots are having a battle here throughout Sector 3. Appentrots is going to capture the position. Hopefully DRL Mike can get that position back. I think I said DRL Naismith, not too sure. AJ the driver is all the way up in P5 already. He has made the move on Kiwi, who has left the session unfortunately. FRFC is going to capture P6 right now. Appentrots with the fastest lap of 130.3, but that's still hopefully a lot of positions, a lot of seconds to go off, because to drop down, that was the word I was searching for. I mean, 130 is not that good for a fastest lap, of course. DRL, RR3 Chartman right now in P9. Is he going to be making the move on Basin 10? It doesn't appear like it. He's going to have to wait. Basin down the inside there of Kiwi as he makes a beautiful move on the AlphaTauri driver. Of course, Kiwi cannot defend himself because he is not in the car. Now Chartman is going to be making easy work out of the overtake. He's just going through the AlphaTauri driver. Goes on the defending line, goes back onto the racing line. That's going to be moved on. So his next target is going to be Basin. It doesn't appear like that's going to be happening soon. Kiwi, has he taken over his car back again? It doesn't appear like it. Divine is going to be making the next move. Kiwi has joined back again. And he's got to join the lobby and see that he has dropped back all the way to P9. So that's going to be a little bit of a frustration situation. And we don't want to miss anything from this, because Kiwi is going to capture his car again. Going to take control of the car again. And we've got the McLaren driver driving through the Kiwi. Ooh, Kiwi. Not too sure why he doesn't take his car back again. Doesn't really matter, as we've got FRFC here in P6 trying to chase down AJ the driver. AJ the driver, who has shown some great pace here in the actual race, as he came all the way from the bottom to the top right now. Let's have a quick look with the position changes. 7 positions gained already for the Ferrari driver, and I do think that's going to be a couple more if he can catch up to Olagi, the AlphaTauri driver there. It does seem like a hard challenge at the moment, as he is 1.6 seconds behind Olagi, but I think it's a good challenge for AJ the driver. I mean, oh, it is AJ the diver. Oh, all right. FRC is going to have the DRS. Is he going to be making a move though? That's going to be the question. It doesn't appear like it. He's not close enough. There is the yellow flag, and that appears to be the Red Bull. So is that going to be Chartman? It does appear like it. FRFC is going to get overtaken by Basin there, trying to make the move around the outside, but it doesn't appear like that's going to be working out. And now it's a three-way battle between the 3 of them. Ooh, FRFC is trying to make the move around the outside there into turn 12. It doesn't appear like that's going to be working out. Kiwi is making backup positions here on the McLaren driver. Appentrots with once again a fastest lap of 127.3. So not too bad of a lap, as I think that's going to be breaking the actual fastest lap. Oh no, the actual fastest lap is a 126.1. And I think the best battle we will be seeing today is this three-way battle between AJ the driver, FRFC, and Basin here, as the guys are really close to each other within 1 second. And they will have DRS down the main straight. So let's have a quick look if Wes or Basin is going to be making the move. I'm not too sure though. He has the DRS. He has some ERS. Wes doesn't have a lot of ERS anymore. And it is going to be Basin having a little bit of slipstream by the Mercedes driver there. But it's not going to be enough. Will he have a better exit coming out of this corner? Doesn't appear like it, as Wes is a bit closer to the Ferrari driver right now, and I wonder if he has a better exit coming out of this corner, if he will be able to make the move down turn 12, I think it is. AJ the driver goes off. He spins a little bit there, as he needs to make a little bit of room for the other guys to get past. Just puts his car onto the racing line, hopefully that nobody crashes into him. Joby with a 3-second time penalty. He will be up for a battle with Chartman here, all the way at the back of the grid. It appears like DRL Mike is back in the DRS here of Apentros. If he has a good exit here, he will have the DRS, and it seems like he has. The detection point is before that corner, so he will have the possibility to come a little bit closer here. Hopefully he will have the DRS after turn 7 too, and I'm talking about this corner here. That's when the DRS is going to be enabled. Here it is, the detection line. DRS within a couple of meters, and he can use it back again. So going into turn in sector 3, he will have a lot of speed throughout those corners. Although he has to watch out for the dirty air of the Haas driver, Appentrots, who is taking these corners quite interestingly. Going into turn 12, takes a lot of curb down the inside there, as DRL Mike is just following through. Does he have a better exit for this corner here? And does he have a better exit, better setup for the track? That's going to be depending though, because setup also decides what tire you will be running on and what the tire degradation looks like. And it seems like all the drivers have chosen for mediums, but how long can they stick to these mediums? Are they going to be dropping off? As it seems like DRL Mike is having some troubles throughout turn 3 there. Going into turn 5, he is trailing with 8 tenths again. He was a little bit closer a couple of laps ago. Last lap. No, a couple of seconds ago. My apologies. In sector 3, he was way closer than he was in sector 1. 7 tenths again for DRL Mike. So maybe he might be up for a move down the second main straight in sector 2. Right now, it seems like DRL Naismith is pretty close to Basin here. Going into turn 7. He's going to be making a move. It doesn't appear like it. Goes back onto the racing line. Just puts his car right behind the Williams driver to put a little bit of pressure. And it seems like the Williams driver is in a little bit of sandwich here. Is he going to be overtaken? He takes the outside line. It is going to be a three-way battle. DRL Naismith takes the inside line, and it appears like he has made the move onto the Williams driver. Now FRFC, is he going around the outside? It does appear like it. Ooh, beautiful move. They kept it clean. They kept it clean. That is the most important thing here about racing, as it is going to be a little bit of a Mercedes domination here in Abu Dhabi. I mean, they're all the way back in P5 and P6. Oh no, it is actually a Haas domination, as they're in P1 and P3. I didn't expect Appentrots to have a teammate here. And now FRFC has to defend this position, because the more he's going to be defending, the more distance there is going to be created between Naismith and Basin. Now it seems like AJ the driver, Divine and Chartman are having a battle here, as they're pretty close throughout sector 1 here. League Reich with the fastest lap of 126.9. That's not going to be close enough yet for the actual fastest lap on this track, as that is a 126.1. Right now, Chartman tries to make the move, though. It doesn't appear like that's going to be working. AJ, the diver, is going to go down the inside here. And I think Chartman, is he going to be making a move down the inside? He takes the outside line, as the Ferrari driver is right in front of him. They take the best braking point there is. Ooh, yeah, I saw this from miles away. You know, there is not much room throughout that corner, and to make a dive there, it is a little bit difficult. So Chartman, good try, but unfortunately didn't work. Now you got to battle Kiwi, and hopefully he can. He lets everyone go through. Interesting. Joby in P11. Maybe he was looking to make a dive bomb there and just, you know. Ooh, Basin has lost his car. Ooh, all the way in P7. And he is gonna get overtaken by a couple of guys here. Basin, who takes the inside line just to get the guys past. And there's a little bit, it's a little bit carnage here, as there are 7 drivers right behind each other. No, it is 6. All the way, although, wait, hold on. It is 7 though, from P7 all the way to P12. No, that is 6. My counting is not that well. But I mean, we will be able to see a lot of battling going on, hopefully. As, ooh, Appentrots and DRL Mike are having some battles here. Unfortunately, I missed that, as it is going to be Appentrots in P2. His position has been taken away. Goes around the outside. He captured the position back from DRL Mike here. You know, I think the best thing to do here on Abu Dhabi is just to make the move onto the second straight. So you're not going to be stuck with that DRS the next straight again. You know, if you sector 2 has 2 straights, right? If you go into the first straight, and there is some battling going on here. If you go onto the first straight and you make that move already, the guy is going to be able to make the move back at the second straight. So just wait until the second straight to make the move. Fine is getting chased from behind AJ the diver. Ferrari driver who has some serious pace here. Unfortunately, he crashed out at the beginning of the race. There is someone going very wide there. I think that was Chartman. And it could be... It was also another driver. And right now, Olegi getting overtaken by Naismith. He's gonna have the DRS back again though. And he will use a lot of ERS. So will he be able to make a move? He goes down the inside there. He's looking for a move. DRL Naismith just leaves zero room down the inside. Is he going to have a good exit coming out of this corner? It does appear like it. But Naismith is right on his tail. He's sniffing his ass. As he will have the DRS. ERS down the inside there. This is going to be dangerous. Touches the wall. He might have front wing damage. He does have front wings damage. His side part, well, his side part of his front wing damage of... Oh my days, my English is so bad today. Ooh. Olegi is getting pushed wide a little bit there. Is he going to be getting affected by this battle? It does seem like it. Naismith, who's got to come into the pits as soon as possible, because he will have to change his wing any point during the race. He's coming into the pits right now. Naismith also with a 3-second time penalty. That was quite interesting there. Not too sure what happened. Hopefully he won't have a penalty for speeding in the pit lane, as it appears like DRL Mike and Alpetros are still quite close to each other. 8-10s between the two right now, as we will be going back on to AJ the driver, as he finds himself quite close to Divine. Kiwi the 5-second time penalty. It appears like someone is causing yellow flags, and I think that was going to be the Mercedes driver. Could possibly be Naismith. Alright, AJ the diver right now. Does he have a good exit? It doesn't appear like it. Maybe coming out of turn 7 he might have a better exit. DRS right now. Down the main straight. Yellow flag in sector 2. That is going to be Olegi, who's lost his car unfortunately. And these guys are coming in fast. AJ the diver with once again a DRS option. Going into turn 9, is he going to be making a move? It doesn't seem like it, as he's got to wait one more lap, maybe here in sector 3, but it is going to be a hard challenge for the Ferrari driver. Goes down the inside here. He has to watch out, backs out of the move. That there was not much room to make the move there. Has a better exit coming out of that turn right now. Goes down the inside, takes the inside line. The McLaren driver doesn't have a good exit coming through that corner, and he's going to back out of the move. Maybe he's coming into the pits. It doesn't appear like it. He's just going to wait for that DRS here. Down the main straight. Start finish straight. AJ the diver has made the move. Beautifully done by the Ferrari driver. Now going into turn 3, everyone has to watch out for their car here, because I mean, the worse your tires get, the more difficult it's going to be to make sure that corner is going to be taken well. And you can easily lose your car there, as it is going to be Divine with the DRS here. ERS enabled. He only has 10% left. Now goes around the outside. Carries a lot of straight line speed, but I think AJ the diver also has some good straight line speed here, especially when you don't have the DRS. Oh, he has to stay behind AJ. Oh, all right. He has the DRS though, but it was really, really close. because the DRS detection point is right after that corner. When you make the switchback work, you have to watch out because you're gonna have a better exit. You're gonna be a little bit faster than the guy you're gonna have DRS on, and you have to make sure you're gonna be behind that driver when that DRS detection point is there. Takes a white line coming through that corner, and that has happened before for the Ferrari driver. There's a yellow flag in sector 3. That appears to be Lee Greg here. And I told you guys Lee Greg was going to be having a bad race. I'm not too sure what's up with the Red Bull driver right now. Oh, the McLaren goes into the wall. The Vine loses his car coming out of the last turn. And that is going to be race over for the McLaren driver, as he will probably have to come into the pits for a new front wing, and he's going to lose positions. He's going to lose a position to DRL Naismith, who has already come into the pits on the hard tires. And it doesn't appear like we have safety cars here. That's not looking too bad. DRL Mike in P2. He is 6/10 behind Apentrots, so he might be up for a move here. But it is sector 3, so it's going to be a little bit difficult. And can he make the move in sector 2? As he has the DRS if he keeps on driving like this. These are the only guys that are consistently... Oh, he's going to try and make the undercut work. So basically, an undercut is whenever you're coming into the pits earlier than the guy you're battling to make sure that you're going to be coming out of the pits sooner. But right now, I think that is a little bit difficult. I don't think an undercut works anymore. And the reason why is these tires are not warmed up. So you won't have a faster lap coming out of the pit lane, because you will be sliding all over the place because your tires are colder. So I think an overcut is working better than an undercut. Because right now he will come out of the pits. He will have slippery tires. Then Apentrots will have to come into the pits, and he will still be in front of DRL Mike. He will have slippery tires, but he will still have the possibility to defend on the Alfa Romeo driver. So that's what's up here with DRL Mike right now. Kiwi in P12. He's trying to make a move on Chobi. Chobi, who has a reputation here in the league, but he's trying to redeem himself. Good exit from the AlphaTauri driver. Goes around the outside. Tries to make a move down the inside though, as that is not going to be able to work here in turn 1, unfortunately, as he didn't have a lot of straight line speed, I'm afraid. He has a good exit coming out of turn 5. He's going to have the DRS possibility. Well, he's always going to have the DRS possibility because he's within 1 second. That is going to be the case right now. Apentrots comes into the pit, so we will have a closer look at that. Kiwi goes down the inside right now. He doesn't have a good straight line speed here, unfortunately, in Abu Dhabi. Chobi has the DRS again. A good exit could help Kiwi here. DRL Mike is going to be making a move on Apentrots. And it's... Ooh, it is pretty close though. It is pretty close here. The guys are right behind each other, but DRL Mike has jumped him. Apentrots has cold tires. He's going to have the DRS though, so that is something to look out for. Apentrots, who drove a little bit slower in his in-lap. DRL Mike, who was a little bit faster in his out-lap. Joby has dropped out of the 1 second, so he won't be able to have the DRS on Kiwi again. I wonder what this is going to bring for the actual standings, as we are seeing Apentrots in P1. In P2 actually, apologies. And DRL Mike is not in the top 10, but he's going to score a lot of points with this race win, as he's going to score 30 if he wins, of course. That is all into consideration and discussion. RC, who is not in the race today. DRL Naismith is also going to capture a lot of good points today. He is in P5, so he is going to score 18 points for the Mercedes team, as that's not too bad himself. But hopefully he can capture a lot of more points, as I'm not too sure if AJ the diver still has to come into the pits. I think he does, actually. AJ the diver comes into the pits right now. Apotros will have the DRS, but he's too far back, so he will have to wait until after turn 7. But for the guys who are not sure what turn 7 is, this is turn 7. He has the DRS. DRL Mike seems to have a better exit though. 4/10, that's going to be difficult. He uses all of his ERS. 3% left. He's not going to be able to make the move here. DRL Mike still has 27%. So he's a little bit in the benefit here. He has track position. He has ERS benefit. Going into Sector 3. He will also have the benefit of having no dirty air here, which Abendrots has right now. And that's going to be very deciding in Sector 3 and Sector 1. It doesn't appear like it's affecting Abendrots too much in Sector 3 here. Most definitely in Sector 1 with that long right-hander, turn 3. VOD FC is pretty close to his teammate too. Both Mercedes drivers, will they battle with each other? I think it's just letting the fastest driver go first and then just bring along each other to DRL 14, who is 11 seconds in front of him. I think he still has to make the pit stop though. Let's have a quick look. Stops. He already made the pit stop, so doesn't really matter. Waltz trying to make the move. It's not going to be happening. He will have the DRS here with a better exit. Ooh, he once again doesn't have a better exit. He doesn't have enough ERS either. He's not going to be making the move either, guys. It's going to be the same scenario. Is he going to be making the launch? It doesn't seem like it. He's still going to try and take the tight line throughout this corner. The Arrow Mike is defending the outside line there. Going into turn 12. Difficult corner to make the overtake work, only if you make a dive bomb. And even then it is a big risk to make the move. Lee Craig comes into the pits to retire. And that prediction already came through. I don't think my 2 safety cars will come through though. For FC, still right behind his teammate. I don't think these guys are going to be making a move on each other. I think it's too much of a risk there. It was 4/10s, 5/10s. That might be working for the main straight here. Let's have a quick look. The Arrow Mike takes a wide line, very wide line, trying to defend from Apendrots, who has the DRS, has 0 ERS. The Arrow Mike is not really defending using his ERS there. Chartman comes into the pits. Probably for some new tires. Apendrots has a better exit. No, he doesn't. He even has a worst exit. How does this work? Oh, down the inside. It's not going to be working. The Arrow Mike is just keeping on defending here. Apendrots has some troubles getting past the Alfa Romeo driver. And it would be a back and forward battle, but it seems like DRL Mike has a better exit each time coming out of turn 7. And 5/10s is just too far for Apendrots to make the move. Maybe if you have a good setup down the main straight, you would be able to make an overtake, but it doesn't appear like that's going to be happening today. As he's keeping up through sector 3, and that is more of a technical sector. So if you have a good setup through there, you're going to be able to keep up with DRL Mike and be able to get that DRS over and over again. Right now, he's just struggling down the straights coming out of turn 7. Ooh, I think DRL Mike has a bad exit coming through that corner. Second gear on the chicane is too low for me. Now, Apendrots. See, once again, he's not close enough though. He doesn't have straight line speed. There we go. Yeah, you see? He's he has a bad exit coming out of that corner. 5/10 once again. He's gonna be even thrilling more. And I wanna compare the straight line speed between the two guys, but I mean that's not really possible because Appentrotz has the DRS every time. And I want to see the difference between the DRS with and without. Because right now, he's not able to gain 5/10 down the main straight. He has a track limit there coming out of that corner. Going into turn. What turn is that? Let's have a quick look, guys. 16. There's 16 turns on this track. For FC is quite close to the Mercedes driver right now. Olgi is catching up to these guys. So we might be able to see some team play coming into play here. Olgi, who's... Ooh, FRFC is letting him through. What's happening here? Oh no, he's just trying to slow down Olgi. Going down the inside there. The AlphaTauri driver just trying to get past FRFC here. There is someone going slow. That appears to be Kiwi. He's going to be trailing by a lot of seconds right now. Uh-oh. Appentrotz pretty close to DRL Mike here. But it's not close enough. It's not close enough. And DRL 14 is just driving in no man's land right now. Kiwi, who has DNF'd from the race. Not too sure where. He's not standing anywhere on the track. Pretty interesting there. Appentrotz is trailing a little bit right now. So we might be able to see DRL Mike taking the distance here. Olgi is still having a battle with FRFC. Has the DRS right now, but had a bad exit coming through turn 7. As it seems like anyone is. So it might be something with the dirty air. DRL 14. With a 3-second time penalty. Going into turn 12 right now. He's trailing by 6/10. If he has a good sector throughout sector 3 here, we might be able to see him overtake FRFC down the main straight. But it all has to depend on sector 1 here. Because the closer you are through sector 1, the better your chances are of overtaking through sector 2. Joby is pretty close to Chartman here. The McLaren driver, who is not a usual driver here. I mean, he doesn't have a full-time seat. But he's just chilling at the moment. Appentrotz, who is pretty close to DRL Mike, is not going to be making a move. DRL Mike, who's holding up strong here. Still 9 more laps to go. So if he can keep up the pace like this, he has 1 lap tire deficit. As he pitted 1 lap earlier than Appentrotz did here. Right now, Olgi in P6. He's not going to be making a move. If he didn't push like that, if he had a better exit coming... a better entry coming into that corner and didn't really push the brakes like that, he would have had a possibility of overtaking here, but I think that was not going to be the case. Unfortunately, now he still has to trail by 5/10 throughout sector 3. As I said already, that is a very difficult sector to make an overtake and to gain time. Appentrotz, is he close enough right now? He might be. Nope. It's not gonna be enough. He has... I think I know what... Because Appentrotz is running no traction control, right? And I think you have worse traction coming out of that corner if you're not really nailing that traction yet. Olgi right now, who has made the move on FRFC. FRFC, who's gonna have the DRS though. Although Olgi is gonna have the DRS, but FRFC makes the move anyway. That's quite interesting. That explains why FRFC is so fast down the main straight. Yeah, I think he is. I think he is. Ology right now. He's even slower with DRS. What is this? And I think he's also using no OBS. Ooh, the Mercedes driver now takes the dive into turn 9. The exit, of course, now going into turn 12. And it seems like FRFC is doing a really good job at keeping DRL Naismith in front, because he has to create a gap of 3 seconds for Naismith to not lose a position here, because you've got that 3-second penalty to work with. And the more FRFC is going to hold Ology back, the more space there is going to be created. Oh, Ology also has a penalty. Never mind. We'll have a quick look. Oh, he's going through there right now. Let's have a quick look here. I think everyone is running... Oh no, he already passed. Apologies. Yeah, I think he is also using running to second gear, because I saw Ology run second gear too, as he made the move on FRFC here. FRFC is going to have the DRS. Ology is weaving a little bit there, and that could be... I mean, it is 1, 2, 3, right? So I'm not too sure if that's penalty worthy, but the Mercedes driver has made the move back again. And they're coming closer to DRL Naismith. I don't think that's what's supposed to happen, but see, FRFC, you have to create space between DRL Naismith and yourself, not gaining time. I mean, yeah, it is depending there. They're coming through turn 5 right now, so let's have a quick look what gear DRL Mike is running here. Still 6 more laps to go. Appentrotz cannot get past. Ooh, maybe now, maybe now, maybe now, maybe now. Has a look down the inside. It's not going to be working out. Ooh, he goes on to 4th pretty early there. That was quite interesting. He goes on to 4th quite early. Yeah. Oh! Appentrotz now down the inside. It doesn't appear like that's going to be working out. Although, he still has his nose next to the Alfa Romeo driver. He has backed out of the move. And he's coming a little bit closer. He's coming a little bit closer. But not close enough. 3/10. Ology pretty close to the Mercedes driver here. It's not going to be enough. I don't think they are running a lot of straight line speed setups here. Ology with a good exit right now. DRS enabled. Uh-oh. 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 DRL Mike is out of the race. I mean, he has spun coming into turn 1. What a race he has driven. But unfortunately, the nerfs came into play. Or he got crashed out by Appentrotz. That could be also a possibility. It's one of the two, guys. No, Mikey, no. Yes, Mikey, yes. Oh, and FRFC. He was battling so hard with Ology. Crashed into the wall. And that will be race over. I mean, not race over, because he's still going to capture a lot of good points. I mean, 16, not too bad. But yeah, I mean, Ology is going to capture those for 20 points here. AJ the driver with 3-second time penalty. And he was looking at a very strong race. But unfortunately, he's going to be happy with a P9. Well, he has to be happy. Because otherwise, I mean, you're going to be very sour for the rest of the other day if you're not going to be happy with the points you get. I mean, he's even gonna score a lot of points, you know, 12 points. That is not bad. That is not bad at all. So 12 points on the board for the Ferrari driver. Let's have a look what that's gonna bring in the standings as he finds himself in P6. So he's gonna get a point. No, he's not gonna get points on Chartman, because Chartman is in P5 and he is before the Ferrari driver here. I mean, he's gonna... Yeah, I get a couple of points on Tutsky, but Tutsky is too far ahead. He's up by 15 59 points right now. So that's not going to be enough. But Lee Crack won't be able to overtake AJ the driver anymore. As Lee Crack, the 3 races he has won. Well, the 3 races he has driven. The first race he had a DNF. The second race was a first place. And then the third race was 2 sprint races actually. I mean, 1 sprint race and 1 race. And he had a sprint race win and an actual race win. So not too bad by the Red Bull driver himself. Unfortunately, he has DNF'd out of the race. Hartman, who finds himself pretty close to base, and he has caught up with the Williams driver. And they're going to bring us a little bit of battling here. The last couple of laps, it is 25 out of the 29. He's already going to have the DRS though. It's not going to be close enough, unfortunately. 8 tenths between the two. Hartman really needs... Oh! He has to watch out! Oh my days, that was so close there. Oh my. He's trailing by 1.3 seconds now, but I think he outbraked himself. Just went onto the right side of the track there. I think it's also dangerous touching the curb there around the outside. Because I saw him touch the curb a lot of times already. And it's just going to slow your car down. I mean, it's going to pace your car. The brakes won't work onto the curb there. So I think he just missed his braking point, or he just went onto the curb a little bit too much. And that's causing you to go a little bit deeper than the driver in front of you is. So he had to watch out for the Williams driver. He went a little bit deeper into the corner and then just lost a lot of time on basing here. As he is back in the DRS second. So I wonder what that is going to bring here. As Chartman finds himself within 1 second. He's having a lot of pace here in Abu Dhabi. Led through a couple of drivers. Not too sure what the plan is behind that, but doesn't really matter, as he will have the DRS right now. 7 tenths. He doesn't have a lot of straight line speed. He's only, with the DRS enabled, he is only 10 kilometers an hour faster. And I think that is in miles an hour, around 6. So 6 miles an hour is not too much if you take the DRS in consideration. He's gonna have the DRS right now. He's gonna try and go around the outside. And that's gonna be moved on even before the corner is there. So Basin is just gonna say, you've got the DRS, you're faster. Go ahead. He was not gonna be defending that position, because I think he's gonna be able to use the DRS down the main straight again when he can keep up with the pace of Chartman here. Although it doesn't look like it, he's already trailing by 7 tenths. 8 tenths right now, so Chartman really has the pace here. He's not going to be able to get back to the Mercedes driver, who is in P6 right now. Basin also dropped out of the 1 second. He's not going to have the DRS here in the first straight, as I don't think you have the DRS here anyway. Or do you? No, you don't. I thought you have. I thought you have. Well, in 2021, didn't you have the DRS down the start-finish straight? I think you did. I mean, at least in the game. I think you did, though. Doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. As Chartman has found himself in P7 right now. Basin trailing by 1.2 seconds. And that's not going to be enough to make a dive bomb, make a move, make anything. So the first thing he has to do is come a little bit closer and try to make the DRS work for him. But it doesn't look like that's going to be the case anytime soon, as Chartman is just going beast mode at the moment, trying to avoid Basin getting the DRS. 1.4 seconds, and I think Chartman is a little bit faster in sector 3, so it's going to be even a harder challenge for Basin to make the move. A lot of guys with penalties here. Let's have a quick look with the penalties. DRL 14 with a 3-second time penalty. So is Naismith. So is Ology. Ology is actually was caught up 2 seconds with DRL Naismith. So I think if there were a couple of laps more, he would have been able to make the move. And the Mercedes driver also caught up with Ology. So I think DRL Naismith is just not having the pace here in Abu Dhabi. We might be able to see a fun last lap battle here between Ology and Naismith right now. 1.5 seconds between the two. And that penalty from Ology might come into play as FRFC is catching up rather fastly on Ology. Although 2.2 seconds, it's a little bit further off. Naismith is upping the pace right now, 1.5 seconds between himself and the AlphaTauri driver. And I think it's just gonna be not enough. It is not gonna be enough. We're in the last lap right now. 1.7 seconds, 1.4 seconds right now. Maybe if DRL Naismith has a bad exit in turn 12, he could be able to make the move though. I mean, sector 3 is a difficult one. I don't think that's going to be happening. One more lap and he would have been able to make the move. 1.1 seconds. See, he was just within 1 second of DRL Naismith. Unfortunately. Wait, hold up. No, there's still one more lap. Oh my days. There's still one more lap. All right, we will be seeing a last lap move here. Ology in P5. 3-second time penalty. DRL Naismith in P4. 3-second time penalty. FRFC in P6 with no 3-second time penalty. So if these guys are going to be battling with each other a lot, we might be seeing FRFC in P4. Ooh, I think it is going to be FRFC in P4. Albatros is going to be your race winner. DRL Mike in P2. Then we've got DRL 14 in P3. Ology. Does he have a good exit coming through that corner? It doesn't appear like it. And I'm afraid that is going to be Naismith capturing your P5 here. Because it is going to be FRFC to capture P4. And Ology is going to drop back all the way to P6. Although, now through sector 3 here. Oh, makes the launch! What a move! What a move! Oh my days! DRL Naismith is fighting back though. They're going side by side into sector 3. And Ology with the dive bomb. There was nothing to remark on that. Just hard racing. And that's going to be moved on by Ology. That was crazy. That was crazy. Ology to capture P5 as FRFC is going to move up all the way to P4. DRL Naismith in P6. Chartman in P7. Basin is going to come across the line with a P8. AJ the driver in P9. And Joby has to be happy with a P10. 9-second time penalty for Joby though. 12 to be exact, as he caught another one coming through that corner. And that was your Abu Dhabi Grand Prix here, guys. I hoped all of you enjoyed that. I surely did, with a crazy move from Ology last lap, last sector. Chartman, I think, is going to be your driver of the day, as he caught up the most positions here. Alpantros is going to come out of the pit. Unfortunately for DRL Mike, he was not able to keep it consistent, to keep his car on track. Then it's going to be DRL 14, who we haven't seen all day. It's going to get all the way from P5 to P3. Not too sure why Chartman actually was your driver of the day. In my opinion, it should have been FRFC. He came all the way from P11 to P4. But Chartman has the fastest lap though. I mean, a 126.9. That is fast, but I wouldn't say it's fast enough. As he is going to capture 1 point on the board here for the Red Bull team. We've got FRFC in P4, F1 Ology in P5. Then going on from there, it is DRL Naismith, Chartman, Basin, AJ the Diver, Joby, Divine, Kiwi, and Lee Greg, who unfortunately DNF from the race. They won't get any points for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. And I thank you guys a lot for watching. I will be showing my face right now. There we go. I thank you guys for watching a lot. It was an honor streaming once again a Phoenix Racing League here for you guys. I hope you enjoy it. I will be back tomorrow with the IRC Racing League. And we will be racing on no ID, but that will be a surprise for tomorrow as I won't have my overlays yet. I need my overlays, guys. I need it. It's not going to be there. Hopefully my logo is there. I show up my sponsors enough. Haha, there we go. AJ, I mean, you came into the stream a lot though. No, no, don't worry, don't worry. Don't say thank you. It was an honor. It was an honor. I will catch you guys next week as it is going to be. I'm going to take a quick sneak peek. Quick sneak peek, guys. Hold up. You haven't seen me. You're not seeing me watching at my phone. Hold up. Where is it? Here it is. All right, it is going to be France. Oh, that is always a chaos race. But I mean, it is. We have seen IRC Racing League having the most chaotic race onto France. That is not like we saw a safety car race start coming out of the last turn. Everyone made the overtake onto the first guy. The first guy was just outbraking the guy behind him. Then they let them go through again, and then they just crashed. Everyone crashed onto each other. One guy got kicked. A lot of guys got a lot of penalties, and I don't know what happened there, but we will see tomorrow if that's going to be chaos again, as I'm not too sure what race they will be driving on. But next week for the Phoenix Racing League, it is going to be France. I hope to see you there. I thank you very much for watching. This was Phoebe Thomas as your commentator. Peace out.